Welcome back to Cox Connections. Whether you're a kid on a field trip or a homeowner just like me looking for gardening ideas, Green Spring Gardens is a great place to learn. Joining us today is Mary Oline, manager of Green Spring Gardens, and Clint Fields, master gardener, educator, military veteran, and volunteer. Mary and Clint, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, JD.
Wow, Green Spring Gardens. Where is that?
We are in the Annandale section of Alexandria, so the county part of Alexandria. We're off of Braddock Road, just north of the intersection of Little River Turnpike and Braddock Road. So some people know Jerry's Ford and the Salvation Army. We're tucked right behind them.
Right behind.
Yes.
Man, Clint told me that too.
Yeah.
So Clint, when somebody goes there, what will they find?
They'll find at least 26 demonstration gardens, also a historic house that's on the historic rolls of the state. And it's a wonderful place to just relax, enjoy the beauty, and I like it because it's a place of solitude. It's nice and quiet most of the time, and a lot of people walk there to exercise with their pets.
Oh, that's beautiful. So
Yes.
someone like me who's a homeowner, what would I learn? I mean, I know I've struggled with my garden. How would that location help me, Mary?
Well, one of the things is that all of our garden spaces are designed on a scale that I would call a homeowner scale. So you might go visit a place like Longwood Gardens up in Pennsylvania and see these huge displays and think, I can't do that. I don't have the space or perhaps the funding. But you come and look at our gardens, you'll say, hey, I can do that. And I've even heard Clint tell me, hey, I've even taken those ideas home and put them in my garden. Also, you might be working with a landscape designer and they say, well, go over to Green Spring Gardens and take a look at these 5 or 6 shrubs. You can take a look. And those shrubs might be 5, 7 years old. You can see what they're going to look like when they're mature. So you can learn from walking around the gardens, but you can also learn by taking some of our classes. And so we have classes that are led by the staff, classes that are led by master gardeners like Clint, and there's a whole team of them. And we also bring in outside speakers, so known horticulturists in the area or from the region that come in and do lectures for us as well.
Master gardener, that's probably a new term for the viewers. So tell us a little bit about what a master gardener is.
Well, the Master Gardener program is run by the Virginia Cooperative Extension Service. And so the program started in the 70s when the Extension Service was overwhelmed with questions from homeowners. So they thought, well, why don't we train people, give them some training in horticulture and teach them how to answer questions, and they can answer the telephones. They can go to like our farmers markets and set up a booth and answer questions for people. So to be a master gardener, you would do like Clint did several years ago, is attend our fall training. It starts in September. We're interviewing now for people who are interested in that program. It's a 16-week program. It's pretty intensive. I did 4 years in horticulture. This you're doing in 16 weeks. And then after you finish that training, then you take 50 hours of volunteer time to become a master gardener. You're a trainee up to that point. And then to maintain your certification, you do 20 hours of volunteer time and 8 hours of continuing education then for each subsequent year.
That is great. So you're talking about field trips too and kids coming there. I mean, Clint, what happens when a classroom comes there?
Yes, we invite the various schools, public and private schools, sign up for a field trip. Normally, the field trip is tied to their curriculum at school. So this is just an additional piece of work that they can do in a different environment, which makes a great deal of difference. All of our instruction is based, really tied to the Virginia Standards of Learning. So a teacher teaching a particular subject can give her class what she has and then bring them to Green Spring, and we'll complement the stuff, and the kids get a chance to see on the ground and feel what they have been taught in the classroom.
That is absolutely
It's great
amazing.
reinforcement.
Great
Yes.
reinforcement. And since school's starting this fall, I know you have something special happening this fall. What is that?
Yes, we do. It's Fall Garden Day. So many people in the community, like this past season, 2,000 came to Spring Garden Day. We're looking to attract another 2,000 for Fall Garden Day. We'll have plant vendors, and we'll also have a selection of non-plant sort of garden-related items, sort of not quite craft vendors, but pieces to add to the atmosphere of the event.
So it's an outreach event and it's a fundraiser for Friends of Green Spring, because the plant vendors give us a percentage of the plants that they sell, and then we in turn give that percentage to Green Spring Gardens.
Absolutely wonderful. So how do you get volunteers?
I think that people come to visit us, and so they see people working in the gardens and they ask, are you a volunteer? And we have 60 to 70 garden volunteers that are working with us on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays that supplement the staff. We have 3 full-time horticulturists plus 6 assistant gardeners. So the rest of the work is done by the volunteers. Then also from our website, there are people that, that call up. There are people that through RSVP, which is for the retired community, can look up volunteer opportunities. And sometimes they just cold call the park authority.
Well, it seems like Clint's a great asset. And I know you guys nominated him for a Cox Conserve Award. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, that our volunteer coordinator came to me and he said, I think we have the perfect person for this Cox Conserves Hero. And he said that I think we really should focus on the work that we do with children. And so Clint has been excellent. He's been teaching in our school program, and so you can hear his voice, you can see the kids, they're just absolutely entranced by what he has to say. But on top of that, he helps to promote that same message to adults as a Master Gardener volunteer. And so it's the things that we need to do to protect our environment. Starting with the kids, they need to understand that science behind it, and then hopefully if they're having a good time, as they get to be adults, then they'll want to adopt that ethic as well. And then I know from having worked with Clint for the past 9 years that he is very good at kind of saying, hey, come along with me. And so the next thing you know, that there you are volunteering, and he's got this troop of people that are helping us to do the successful events that we do.
That is wonderful. So how do people find out more about Green Spring?
Well, they could stop by. That's probably the best way. Stop by, pop into the Horticulture Center that the front desk staff can help answer questions and things they don't know. They just holler to the gardener on duty, say, hey, can you come answer this question? Or you can visit our website, and that's fairfaxcounty.gov/parks/greenspring. And on the left side are links to all the different things, education programs we have going on. There's a gardening, there's master gardeners. Maybe you want to garden yourself. We oversee a garden plot program in the county. There's 650 plots that we rent out, and there's a waiting list, so you get on the waiting list through the website. We oversee farmers market system, and so we have 11 markets, and they are from Wednesday through Saturday in different places around the county. So you can get lots of good information from our website.
Wonderful. Well, Clint and Mary, thank you for coming. This has been great. I might put myself on that waiting list. I need some work, but I think I can do it with your help.
Yes,
yes, indeed.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having us.
And thank you for joining me on this episode of Cox Connections. But before you go, I want to personally thank you for choosing Cox Communications for your entertainment, information, and communication needs. We know you could have chosen another provider, but because you chose us, we pledge to be your friend you can trust. We promise to provide you with quality products backed by a talented local team of professionals that will help stretch your dollar. And from all your friends and neighbors here at Cox, we thank you for joining us on this episode of Cox Connections.